Hi guys! Today's class is a gentle practice for strengthening the immune system. We are going to start in a seated position, and that is just the best position for you. You can sit on pillows or a rolled up blanket if you want to. Your legs can be crossed, they can be straight, it doesn't matter. We're aiming for a neutral spine so you can sit nice and tall. Close your eyes and let your hands rest onto your legs. So if sitting down isn't good for you, if it doesn't allow you to relax, you can take any other position. You can lie down. In this class, we will search for inner feelings above perfecting a shape. Our immune system is affected by many things, and stress can be really damaging. This is physical and mental stress. So it is really important that we go towards relaxation. And in this class we will move through a few poses that will target some areas of our body that will help to further strengthen all of these processes within us. We're starting in a comfortable seat with the eyes closed. Now just begin to notice your breath. Begin to deepen your breath. As you inhale, slowly take air all the way down into your pelvis. As you breathe out, you have the option to draw your belly in any amount. A small activation will do, and press the breath out. So establish this slow, steady breath now. The breath is really important, our respiratory system. Ideally, we breathe through the nose. Our nasal passages, our sinuses are built like filters, removing things from the air before it reaches the deeper parts of our body. Strengthening and breathing efficiently is going to be another big step towards strengthening the overall health of your body. So from here we're going to keep that breath. Just begin to move your right ear slowly towards your right shoulder. And then bring your head up through the center, keep breathing. And bring the left ear over to the left shoulder. Now you're moving slowly, go side to side. Move into a range that feels good for your neck. So we're not straining, we're not pushing or stressing the body in any way. Just seeing if we can identify and maybe relieve a bit of tension and pressure. Keep your breath full. And then bring yourself back up to the center. Take a big breath in and reach your hands up slowly, lengthen through your sides. Movement. As you exhale, bring the hands down, all the way into your heart. And move yourself slowly onto your hands and knees. If hands and knees isn't suitable, you can stay in a seat for this one. We're practicing cat-cow. In the seat, as we breathe in, we lift the chest, look up a little. As we breathe out, we round the spine. But on our hands and knees, it's the exact same thing. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Pad your knees with a blanket if you want to. Soften your elbows, and as you breathe in, lift the crown of your head up, lift your bum up, and relax your torso. You're still breathing slowly and efficiently. As you breathe out, you round the spine, chin to chest, tailbone down. Draw the belly in to help press the breath out. So move with your own breath, go back and forth slowly. This isn't about how many you do. Instead, try to focus on the movement by slowing it down, slowing down your breath. We are bringing the breath further into the body, connecting it to our movement. And this is soothing on a deep level as we start to work with and follow our inner signals, following your breath. We are going to bring movement into deep parts of the body, and this helps to keep everything healthy. Starting here with our spine. So with your next breath in, lengthen your spine, look forward, relax your shoulders. We are going to come down onto the floor, however you would like to get there. Walk your legs back. We're going to meet in Sphinx pose. So roughly we're placing the elbows under the shoulders to start with, the fingers point forward, your toes point back, and you're pressing the tops of your feet into the floor. Not so much that you're shaking, but just enough to activate your legs. Now relax your shoulders. Draw the elbows towards you a little bit to pull your heart forward. And then give yourself the space to adjust. So if you want to bring your arms a little wider, you have that option. You can bring the elbows further forward or further back. We're lifting the head, but we're not cranking the back of the neck. We're just trying to open out our respiratory system a little more. Lengthening tissues, muscles and fascia around our rib cage and lungs. So breathe deeply into this and see if you can take advantage of that extra space. Lots of fresh breath in, energy, fuel for healing and growing. And as you breathe out, make sure you're relaxing your shoulders. And breathing out completely so that you have more space for fresh breath. And you can remove even more waste with each exhale. Let's stay for one more breath in here. Good. As you breathe out, just relax, bring yourself down. You can shake out your bum and your shoulders if you like. We are going to come up to hands and knees once again, so get there in your own way. We will move differently. Just try and stay mindful, don't rush what you're doing. From here, we're going to step to the top of the mat. Again, go in your own way. You can maybe step one foot up and then the other. You're able to climb up in a different way. When you get there, feet are hips distance, straight away bring your hands up onto your thighs. Take a big breath in. Lengthen your spine by pressing your hands into the thighs. As you breathe out, you can either stay here, keeping a bend in your knees, or hinge at your hips. Send your tailbone up so that your heart melts down towards the floor. Uttanasana, standing forward fold. Relaxing your arms down if you like, or keeping them on your legs. This pose is soothing. It does have a relaxing effect on the body. Even if it is very challenging for you, challenge is good, but make sure you're not pushing into a place of stress or damage. Look for those areas that are relaxed. Your face, shoulders. This pose brings extra blood into your sinuses, into your upper body. So notice if you can feel that pressure, and if that is a bit too much, lift yourself up. This can be beneficial as this extra blood flowing through helps to keep the whole system functioning. Keep your breath really deep, smooth, and with your next breath in, bend your knees, tuck your tailbone, and see if you can roll yourself up slowly. So be careful with your spine. If this doesn't feel good, don't do it. Bring yourself up with a neutral spine. We're pushing the floor away with the feet. When we get to the top, roll your shoulders back. Bring your hands into your heart, into a prayer position. And take a moment to check in. Earth beneath your feet. Soften your knees. Allow your hips to move towards the earth, not backwards or forward. Low belly draws in a tiny bit. Relax your shoulders. Relax your face. So from here, as you breathe in, you can begin to look up a little bit. Tiny back bend, just as far as you want to go. Opening out. Breathing deeply. One more big breath in. And as you breathe out, come back to center. We're going to pick the left heel up. Weight into the right foot. And bend the right knee a little bit here. If you want to, you can stay like this, or you can pick your left foot up, flexing, and find a balance just for a moment. From here, keep breathing, step that left foot all the way back. This is going to be a different length for everybody, it's about 1 meter, but I have short legs. So find a place that's comfortable. We're opening the body to the long side of the mat. Your left foot is lining up with the short side, and your right foot is pointing towards the other short side. From here, bring your left hand onto your left hip. Reach your right hand forward. And just begin to tip. So it's like you're pushing, or you can push the left hip into the left hand. Reach your right hand forward. And when you come as far forward as you can, soft bend in both knees. Lower that right hand down. You can bring the hand on top of the leg for support, or you can press the hand into the inside of that leg. If this feels good, you're opening your chest out towards the long side, maybe lifting your left arm up too. Stay strong in your feet, breathe deeply, stretching out the fascia surrounding our lungs. Movement is really good for us all the way down to our deepest layers. One more breath in. As we breathe out, you can bend into the front knee, lift up slowly. Bring the left hand to your back leg, lift the right arm up, air it out. And then from here, look forward. You can come onto the back toes, so you lift the back heel carefully. We're now turning to face the top side of the mat. Lift both hands up. As you breathe out, use your hands, slide that foot all the way up to the top, or walk. You can release your right leg by giving it a little shake. And then as you breathe in, lift your hands up high. As you breathe out, draw them down into your heart. Let's go straight to the other side, weight into the left foot. Pick your right foot up, choose your balance. Draw in through your low belly. And then keeping your foot active, like you're trying to push it onto the wall behind you, step it back. So from here, set up your feet first. Back foot lined up towards the short side. Front foot pointing towards the other short side. Right hand onto right hip. Try and get a little soft bend in your knees. We're not locking them out and pushing ourselves into this position. We're engaging muscles. As you breathe in, you can lift your left hand up. And as you breathe out, reach it forward, push your hips back into the right hand. We're trying to keep the chest open and the right shoulder back. And when you've found your edge, lower your left hand down. As before, you can choose whether to support yourself or press the hand into the leg. We're trying to keep length on both sides of the body. And even if you can reach the floor, see if you can still engage so you're not just dropping all of the weight into that hand and relaxing. You're pushing through your feet. Maybe hover your fingers off the floor. One more big breath in. As we breathe out, bend that front knee. Wave yourself all the way back, reverse, and lift your left hand high. And then look forward. You can scooch this back foot in and lift the back heel. Lift both hands up high. And then as you breathe out, lean forward, slide the foot in. And stand at the top of your mat. Shake out if you want to. Stand here in Tadasana, mountain pose, neutral spine. Eyes closed or half closed and focused. Notice what you can feel, or rather where you can feel. Sensations of tingling or heat or unnameable things. See if you can immerse yourself in where you're feeling for a few moments. As you breathe in, lift your hands up, move slowly. As you breathe out, bend the knees. Begin to sink your hips. Choose your own depth. This is completely up to you how deep you would like to sit down. Look down, make sure you can still see your toes. The arms can stay up, stay in prayer, or even on your thighs for support. We're staying for a couple of breaths here. You can leave whenever you want to, but I invite you to stay, build some heat. Flush those processes in your body with fresh oxygen. As you challenge yourself, your body demands more. You breathe more deeply. You move more deeply into all of these systems, organs. One more big breath in. As you breathe out, you can send your bum back, keep a bend in the knees, but release the chair and fold yourself all the way forward. Returning to your forward fold, if you do want to have a little rock, a little shake, of course you can. Air it out. We're coming back down onto the floor now. You can do this in your own way if you'd like to step back as before. We've stepped up. You can maybe roll back onto your bum very gently. Again, we all move differently, so don't get caught up on the process too much. Just try to stay mindful, observe what's happening. We're going to bring ourselves into Dandasana, this L-shaped pose. If you do want to bring something under your knees like a rolled up blanket, that is an option. The legs can be bent. You're flexing the toes back up towards your face, pressing the hands down. And as you breathe in, lengthen from your tailbone to the crown of your head. As you breathe out, relax your shoulders. Find stillness. We are going to take a seated twist, and we will start by bending the right leg, and you're planting the foot anywhere on the inside of your left leg, anywhere at all, wherever feels best for you. If you would like to, you can bring this right foot to the outside of your left leg. This is just a preference thing, it's not better or worse. Just see how it feels for your hips and your knees. Whichever option you choose, we're going to bring the right hand behind us for some support, coming onto the fingertips. And as we breathe in, lift the left hand up. Try to lift up through your heart. Lengthen, and as you breathe out, turn your chest towards the right. So you're bringing the elbow down to the outside of the right leg, relaxing your shoulders. Or you're hugging this knee in towards your chest. Whichever option you choose, relax your face. Maybe look back over your right shoulder if you have the space. And as you twist, you're stimulating and moving muscles, tissues and organs. Breathe deeply to emphasize this. Gently squishing everything around. Drawing in a little through your low belly. Staying for one more breath. As you breathe out, slowly bring yourself to the center, straighten out your legs. Give them a little shake. Go for the other side, bend your left leg, choose your position. Left fingertips behind you. Try to get both hips on the floor as you breathe in and lengthen the right arm up. Exhale, turn to the left. Hug or hook. And we're not cranking, we're not forcing. This is a support. Breathe deeply. This kind of movement for our organs has been proven to help them to function and stay healthy. This flow of movement, of energy. No areas of stagnation. One more big breath in. As you breathe out, slowly bring yourself back. Unwind. You can shake out your legs if you want to. So we're going to scooch ourselves all the way down to the bottom of the mat. Make sure you've got space behind you, like a little runway. And then you can hold on to your legs if you like and just take a gentle roll down. We have a couple of postures before the relaxation. First of all, I invite you to practice happy baby or dead bug pose. We start by keeping the head and the hips on the floor. And we're going to take hold of the backs of the thighs to start with, maybe behind the knees. Flex your feet so you're pointing the toes back towards you. And then start to pull your knees down towards your armpits. You want to keep your hips on the floor. We're not pulling like this. We're keeping the hips down and gently drawing the knees towards the armpits, towards the outside of the rib cage. You can stay here, maybe take hold of the calves. And we're not pulling with lots of force, but just enough to give resistance. Wherever you find yourself holding on, legs, ankles, feet, toes. You've got the option here to gently rock yourself side to side, move with your breath. Massaging over the back of your body, stimulating your kidneys, muscles either side of the spine. Make sure your breath is still nice and calm. Bring yourself back into the center, release your legs, and then draw both knees into your chest. Our final active posture will be a gentle inversion, and you can actually stay in it through the relaxation. I'm going to offer you some supported versions. To start with, you can just plant the feet, rest the legs together, and relax your arms down by your sides. Tuck your chin a little, make sure the back of your body is comfortable. And just breathe here. We're lifting the legs above the heart. So we are inverting. If you like, you can bring supports under your knees, under your legs. If you want to, if you have furniture nearby like a bed or the sofa, you can scoot around. Bring your bum up to it. I'm sure it will appreciate it. And rest your legs. I invite you to find a supported position. If you don't have furniture nearby, you can bring your legs up onto the wall, heels on the wall, and rest yourself there. Wherever you find yourself, allow yourself to stay for a few breaths, allowing gravity to have an effect. It's all really been about movement and breathing, which is a big part of yoga. And I believe that any kind of gentle yoga can benefit you, benefit your health. The main component, the thing that we are all looking for, is the ability to relax and let go, to exist in this moment. This pose can teach you to relax and let go in terms of gravity. Normally we are in a different position. We're holding ourselves up, resisting gravity. See if you can surrender to it. Allow gravity to move everything within you in a different direction. Strengthening our internal organs. Glands, tissues, fascia, connective tissue. Every layer in our body. You can stay in your supported inversion for the next few minutes, or you can slide yourself into Shavasana, any relaxation pose that feels good to you. This could be lying on your back. You can stay in your inversion if you like. Make sure the back of your body is comfortable. Make sure your spine can feel long and supported. Close your eyes and straight away surrender to gravity fully. Stress can cause us many problems. Our yoga practice teaches us how to manage this. In this moment, see if you can just be in this moment. Notice the earth beneath you. Notice if you are letting go into that support or resisting. And don't think of letting go as something that is instant, like a switch. It's a process. It is ongoing. Like dissolving or weathering. It takes some time as you move through the layers. You can do some of your most powerful healing work with your inbuilt tools just by lying and doing nothing. Allowing the earth to hold you. Allowing your body and mind to get on with those processes of healing and growth. Allowing yourself to just be. I invite you to stay in your relaxation for as long as you like, aiming to preserve it as we re-enter the day. However you come out, be kind to yourself, be gentle. Thank you so much. Namaste.